A lot of people have asked me how long, how much time does it take to learn English? How long does it take to speak English fluently? Today, I am going to tell you just how long it takes to speak English. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English on Autopilot. And today I am answering an important question. How long does it take to speak English fluently, like a native speaker, without making mistakes? Well, first thing, making mistakes is normal and it is okay. Why? Because I make mistakes. When I speak English, sometimes I make a mistake. It's true. Native speakers make mistakes in their native language. It's true. I know. But that doesn't mean that you can't speak very well. And with this method, with comprehensible input, I promise, no, I pinky promise that you will be able to speak English and live your life in an English speaking country like America, the United States, or Australia, or Great Britain. You will be able to travel and speak English. But how long does this take? Well, through learning Spanish, through my journey, and researching and reading about comprehensible input from places like the AUA language school in Thailand, I know about how long it takes. Does it take 100 days? Does it take 5 years? 10 years? Today, we don't care about this. We care about the time. How much time you listen, you watch, and read in English. So let's get started. When you start listening and watching videos of comprehensible input to learn, it's difficult. The first 50 hours are difficult, and that's okay. The language sounds weird. It sounds strange because you don't know many words. Maybe you know colors like black. Maybe you know nouns like man and water, but not many. So the language sounds very strange. Here, you need to watch a lot of beginner videos. But then Once you get to 50 to 150 hours, it gets a little better. Now you know more words, like some more verbs like write and learn and understand. Maybe some adjectives like red hair, a handsome man. When you listen, you understand even more. And the language sounds more natural, not as weird. Here, you should keep watching beginner videos. Now is when you start to understand a little bit. Here is when you can start listening to podcasts, which are great. They help a lot. 150 to 300 hours, you should listen to beginner podcasts. Podcast for learners. Also, you can watch beginner videos and some, maybe not all, intermediate videos. Now it is easier to get more hours of input, especially with podcasts when you listen while you wash the dishes or walk the dog. Now you can get more and more input. Once you are between 300 and 600 hours, you can watch intermediate videos. Almost all of them. Of course, you can keep watching beginner videos. That is okay, and it will help you learn. Now you know even more words, and when you think a little bit in English. But this level is frustrating because you realize there are a lot of words that you still don't know. But relax. Think of all the words that you've learned, and you will keep learning them. Make sure to listen to a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of videos. Videos that are fun, that make you laugh, or learn, that are interesting. From here, now it gets exciting. From 600 to 1,000 hours, you can start reading. You can start reading books. Books for kids. Easy books. Not books like the Constitution. No, start with easy books and watch a lot of intermediate and some advanced videos. Also, here at this level, you can start watching some cartoons, some easy shows, easy TV shows in English. You want to understand more than half, and you want to enjoy. The final step is 1,000 to 1,500 hours. Now you can watch TV shows, advanced videos, intermediate videos. You can listen to podcasts for native speakers, podcasts that I or any English speaker would listen to. Now it is very fun. You can read a lot. And in this area, right here, in this area, you should start speaking. Now here, you can make friends. At first, when you start, it might be a little difficult because your mouth isn't used to, doesn't normally make the sounds we make in English. But it only takes a little practice and you will be able to speak more clearly where people understand you. Here is when you can really start speaking. Now, if your native language is very different than English, is not alike, is very different, like Chinese, Japanese, any Asian language, Russian, any language with a different alphabet, A, B, C, a different alphabet, then this is different. It will take more time to learn. You can multiply this by 1.5 or by 2. Around there. Okay, so instead of 0 to 50, it'll probably be 0 to 75 or 0 to 100 hours, right? It might take closer to 2,200 hours or even 3,000. But relax. This is fun. This is fun. It's not studying in a classroom. It's watching videos that you like, reading books that you like, and listening to podcasts that you like. It should be fun. How many hours of comprehensible input do you have right now? Put it in the comments below. Tell me how many hours you have. In Spanish, I don't even know. Now, maybe 4,000 hours. A lot. But it's fun. I like to listen to Spanish and speak in Spanish. So put it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to keep watching and getting more hours of comprehensible input right here with English on Autopilot. And we will see each other in the next video. Bye. Handsome man.